Okay, so there are two possibilities. The first is that there was somebody who, on many of my videos for a while, commented over and over again saying, day number 1 of asking Wolf to use a Cherrim team, day number 2 of asking Wolf to use a Cherrim team, etc., etc., but I haven't seen them post in a while, so they may have given up hope. But they gave up hope too soon. The other possibility is that I'm misremembering things and that didn't happen, but I'm pretty sure somebody was doing this. So if that was you, can you let me know? Because this video is for you. I'm a man of the people. And I don't know if the other, people who watch my channel wanted to see a Cherrim team, but I know one person did. And so this one's for you, commenter who may not exist, but I think exists because that's a really weird thing for me to make up. Anyway, today we're using Cherrim. We're using Cherrim and Colossal. And not only are we using Cherrim and Colossal, but we're also using Physical Colossal, which is a little different than the standard Colossal set. I talked about the standard set being the one that Dan, aka Drivy, got top 16 at regionals with in Collinsville. It's weakness policy. It has steam engine. I hope my Colossal has steam engine. And it's, protect, heat wave, ancient power, and solar beam. So there's a couple prongs to this team. It has Pre-Marina because it gets Aqua Jet. Let's see. Opponent has Tyranitar and Excadrill. Now, I'm not going to lie, that's not a great lead for us. In fact, that's kind of a bad lead. Not going to lie. I'm going to lose Pre-Marina and Colossal here. They are pretty solid up front. We're definitely going to bring Cherrim. And then last mon is going to be... I kind of want to do Conkeldurr here. Oh, Conkeldurr's so good here, actually. Yeah. So, actually, Colossal is a really good matchup here. Mine is the Incineroar, so I might have to play pretty carefully around Incineroar. But, yeah, I mean, my Conkeldurr with Flower Gift is going to be a nightmare to deal with, especially with Flame Orb. Only really Charizard wants to deal with it, and obviously Charizard has some problems. So I need to play really, really conservatively with Colossal. I feel like by saying that, I'm going to make sure that I lose it turn 1. But yeah, really, I'm going to have to play very carefully with Colossal, or else things are going to get bad very quickly for me, I think. So they're going to lose Sableye and Excadrill. I totally respect that as a play, as a lead. The thing is, I don't know if Excadrill is... I think realistically I'm going to have to switch out here. Reason being that this is just a rough lead for me, isn't it? So what I'm worried about here is primarily Lina. What I'm really worried about here is Quash. So I think I'm gonna have to switch my Colossal out and go to Cherrim. There's two options here. The first is that Sableye doesn't have Fake Out, in which case, I think if they have Fake Out, they're just Fake Outing and Max Quaking, which is fine. They should Dynamax Excadrill here. That should be what this is. I could have Dynamax Cherrim, but I think in the end I do want one with Colossal. Now, even though this looks bad, I'm sure, and granted, it's not perfect. Even though this looks bad, I've used a turn of their Dynamax, and that means that in the late game, Conkeldurr's just become much more threatening. Let's see if they go for Fake Out or Quash, though. Fake Out's kind of... Okay, they go for Quash into my Cherrim. It fails. It should be Max Quake. Yeah, into Cherrim. Yep. So I made the right switch. I just took a lot of damage for it, which is unfortunate. And they got a special defense boost, which is also unfortunate. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice here. Hopefully they're not Weakness Policy. They're not Life Orb. So if they have a Focus Sash, I have broken it. And I think that's got to be a crit. Yeah, I crit both. I just crit both Pokemon, okay. Interesting. Well, we'll take it. I think in this situation, what I could do actually is switch back to Colossal. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that. I could Aqua Jet and switch to Colossal, couldn't I? And then go Conkeldurr and, Okay, wait, so I could Dynamax here and just take out Excadrill, right? Or I could Aqua Jet Cherrim, which is fine unless they max Steel Spike me. Or I could Protect. I could also Protect Pre-Marina and go for an Energy Ball. Man, I feel like I have a lot of options here. I'm going to Protect an Energy Ball. It's not going to do very much damage, but, yeah, that's fine. Quake comes out again, this time probably into Pre-Marina. I wonder what they're going for with, doesn't do that much damage, but they do get another special defense boost, which is annoying. Let's see how much Energy Ball does. If it puts them low enough, I might go for Helping Hand Aqua Jet. I don't know how much that's going to do. This is going to do, like, nothing. That did a lot. What's Sableye going for? Foul Play? Okay. Into Cherrim. I am Cobra Berry, so I take one more of those. Okay, I think I'm just going to Helping Hand Aqua Jet here. I don't see a reason not to. I think it will KO, and getting Extra Drill KO'd, that was like the biggest threat to Colossal, so like my real issue here is I'm a little worried about they actually switch Sableye out. Ooh, into Tyranitar, I wonder. Conk, actually. Alright, cool. So that's a little problematic. Gonna go for Helping Hand. Let's see if they go for Max Guard. Keep in mind AM +1 special attack. No Max Guard comes out. This should KO. Okay, we do get rid of Extra Drill. That crit was really fortunate and really unfortunate for my opponent. I think we would have been fine anyway because we still have Conkeldurr in the back. But it made things a lot easier for us. So, yeah, that is worth noting. I'm just really scared of... I mean, I do have Moonblast available to me, don't I? Sableye comes back in. I think I'm just going to Liquid Voice and Pollen Puff myself. Or Hyper Voice. Liquid Voice. Hyper Voice and Pollen Puff myself, I think. Just in case, like, some weird stuff happens. They go for Quash again, this time into Primarina. Alright, that's why I healed, just in case they hit me with, like, Thunder Punch or something. So that I could heal myself. Cherrim doing some work. Helping Hand and Aqua Jet really supporting Primarina here. This wasn't the goal of the team, but it's working fine. Thunder Punch comes out. I should live that. I actually drop. I'm really surprised by that. Okay. And now things are challenging all of a sudden. Okay, well, that's not great. That's actually extremely bad. But I think we can still win this. I think that's probably Choice Band Conkeldurr if it's doing that much damage. So let's go ahead and get G-Max Vocalith off here into Sableye. And let's go for Sunny Day in the same turn. Or maybe it's better to... No, I think that's probably Choice Band Conkeldurr, right? So I'm going to G-Max Vocalith and then Sunny Day in the same turn. Yeah, and that covers a lot of things. They actually don't switch out Conkeldurr, which makes me extremely nervous. Because why is Conkeldurr staying in here? Hello? Hello? Maybe I should just... I mean, I could have... The obvious play is just KO Conkeldurr there, but I didn't do it because I thought it was obvious. Okay, let's see what they're going for here. If they're not Choice Band, I guess I just got bad rolls, but on Thunder Punch. They go for Quash into Cherrim. Oh, maybe they're trying to take out Cherrim, actually. Let's see who's faster here. Alright, so I'm faster than Conkeldurr, which is good. I'm not going to set up Sand, which is also good. And we're getting rid of Sableye, which is also good. And I got the Hot Coals. Hot! Hot! Actually, setting up Sun will boost the Charizard, which maybe is stupid. Let's see what they go for. Ice Punch. Okay, well, there's no Cherrim setting up Sun this game, so we just stayed in Heidi for me. So I'm very surprised. I have no idea what the heck is going on with this Conkeldurr. I guess it's a Assault Fest. I don't know why it O-coded my Primarina, but I guess I just don't know my calcs. Now we get to do some cool stuff. So Incineroar is the last Pokemon. Alright, cool. So that's not great. Not gonna lie. But I think, actually this is great. I have like a really cool win condition here. I will show it to you right now. I'm gonna Max Guard, actually. And Detect. Get some more Coals in the field. Coals in the chat. Now, this is slightly unfortunate because I'm going to have to do something I don't want to do, but it's actually still fine. I Max Guard Detect here. Man, Colossal looks so strange. Like, when it's G-Max. Let's see what they go for. We know Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. They must be Iron Fist as well. Fake out into Conkeldurr, I agree. And I guess Close Combat or Drain Punch. Yeah, Drain Punch into my Colossal. Oh, actually both into my Conk. So they didn't care at all about Colossal. The Coals do so much damage. Oh, my God. And now, here's the situation that we're in. I'm not positive that -1 Flare Blitz, Max Flare, will KO. So instead what I'm going to do here is I'm Max Flare the Conkeldurr, I'm going to Mach Punch into the Colossal. My own Colossal, activating my weakness policy, ensuring I get the kill. This should do like, I don't know, 30%? Nah, not that much. Sorry. Get my weakness policy, and now we should be moving after Incineroar. Let's they go for like Snarl. Yeah, they go for Snarl, not realizing, of course, that I'm physical and not special. I don't blame them. Most Colossal are special, not physical, but yeah, I am actually physical because that way you get the boost from Cherrim. So Max Flare comes out here, KO's Conkeldurr, and this should be the game. I don't see any way for Incineroar to beat boosted Colossal and Conkeldurr with Flame Orb, even with the Sun Up. Coals come out, do more damage, so much damage, and we're gonna go back to Babby form. And I'm just going to go for Rock Slide here. I could Earthquake. I guess it's technically better, but I'm going to Earthquake or Rock Slide and Drain Punch. Sorry. Flare Blitz comes out. Conkeldurr might go down here. Survives. Alright, so that's a guaranteed win now. I could Earthquake it, like I said, but I wanted to Rock Slide. Man, I really like Shiny Colossal a lot. Sorry, I'll close Facebook so you guys can stop yelling at me. And that's the game. So, we did get kind of lucky, but again, I'm not sure how much it mattered because if we hadn't crit there, I just would have made a different game plan. And with Conkeldurr in the back, like, my opponent brought a lot of Pokemon that just lost to Conkeldurr. To be honest, like, Excadrill, once we broke the Focus Sash, lost to Conkeldurr pretty much. Their Conkeldurr didn't beat our Conkeldurr most likely because we were min speed and we had Cherrim support with Heal Pulse. And then Incineroar doesn't beat Conkeldurr either, so... the crits obviously made it easier for us, but I don't know how much it mattered in the end. So we're playing game 2 now. I didn't get the Steam Engine off, but I knew I didn't need to win the game. Quash Sableye is one thing that definitely messes up Colossal. That's definitely a rough matchup for Colossal. Let's see. Demon. DMN capitalized. EO not capitalized. So, in this situation, I mean, honestly, this looks like a great Colossal matchup, I'm not going to lie. Is it going to be Dragapult Colossal, I think? With Cherrim, and I think Conkeldurr again in the back. The one thing that I'm worried about here is the Grimmsnarl being able to Thunder Wave me, but it's not the end of the world. Arcanine is annoying, but again, most times they will expect Special Colossal, not Physical, so, yeah. Max Speed Rotom would outspeed me, so I do have to keep that in mind. My Grimmsnarl, or my Dragapult's actually interesting because it does have Light Screen as well, so, yeah, so that's something that's pretty solid. And I think with +2, like, so, I'm sorry, I never actually explained what Cherrim does. So Cherrim is good because of its signature ability, Flower Gift, which, turns it from Shy Flower to Happy Flower. And when it's in Shy Flower for me, it's just regular for me, Cherrim, like, it doesn't do anything, but in Happy Flower for me, I'm really sorry, pal. That's not what you want here. And Happy Flower for me. Oh, but they could Max Dragon actually and drop my attack, which is annoying. Oh well. Oh, they're justified beat up stuff. Well, that's not good enough. I'm sorry. I honestly feel bad doing this because the opponent doesn't know, but that's fine. Yeah. So in Happy Flower for me, Cherrim's ability. So if Sun is up, it transforms into Happy Flower for me, and then its ability gives itself and its allies a 1.5 times boost in its attack and its special defense, and that's a big deal. That's a huge buff in stats. It's basically, it gives its teammate and itself a Choice Band and an Assault Vest without any drawbacks. Does this thing live +2? No way. No way it lives +2 Gmax Volcalist. Arcanine. No way. I like that both Dragapult here are the setup Pokemon. Like, I could have gone for Protect and, Reflect here if I wanted, but I didn't. Yeah, so basically, Colossal is a Pokemon that, you know, it sets up the sun. Gmax Vocalist means that it doesn't set Sand up anymore, and it really benefits from Flower Gift. So if I get the sun up, I can easily just make my Colossal much bulkier, right, than it would be otherwise, and much stronger. Because that's why I'm Physical Colossal. So let's see who moves first here. It should be Dragapult Speed Tie. They're going for attacks first. This is going to give them +4. I hope they're weakness policy as well, because that way when I surf them. Man, speed changing dynamically changes so much. Honestly, like, it looks like they're going to do, like, I don't know, 10-15% to themselves. And that's sizable. For a Pokemon like I don't know if Arcanine's going to go down here. If it doesn't, we're going to have some trouble. I think it will, though, realistically. I mean, and honestly, even though it's +4, I'm not sure that Colossal will go down either. Now Dragapult will go for Surf. Okay, for a second I got scared. But yeah, there should have been... Oh god, that did a lot. Did a lot to my Colossal. Okay, Colossal will faint here, most likely. If it gets hit. But I don't think Arcanine can take +2 Gmax Focalith. Based on how much these other attacks are doing, which aren't super strong. This is like a significantly stronger move. So now let's see. Gmax Vocalith comes out here. Bop. Goodbye, Arcanine. And yeah, that's probably the game, honestly. They've lost their Dynamax. They've lost their Dragapult's Sash, if they have it. And I got a one-hit KO. So it's going to be kind of rough. I also still have the option of going for screens this turn. Bop. Yeah, and the Vocalith does so much damage. This next turn, if I want, like if they bring in a special attacker, I can max Flare the Dragapult, which I expect to KO, and then go to Cherrim. Like if they go to Rotom Wash, for example. Or I could Dragon Darts max Vocalith, but it's cooler to go to Cherrim, so I think I'll do that. And setting the sun up and like Grimmsnarl actually. Alright, cool. So I guess they go for a Thunder Wave here. I'm gonna go for, I mean, Dragon Darts will KO Dragapult, and then I can max Flare the Grimmsnarl, I guess? Like, why not? The other nice thing about being physical is you can't run grass coverage, which is kind of bad in some instances. But in this instance, it's fine because I go for Thunder Wave into my Dragapult. It's fine. They didn't target the threat, honestly. Bop. It's good. Like, basically not running a grass move means that I have the space to run a ground move instead, and that means I can boost my special defense as well. So, yeah, I'm just going to roll over this person. I'm really sorry. Grimmsnarl goes down. They go for Phantom Force. Okay, cool. I really want to show you Happy Flower for me. The Vocalith's still in effect, yep. I like that this is rocks thrown by Colossal. Like, Colossal's chucking rocks. Alright, cool. So Rotom comes in here. So in this position, I'm honestly in good shape. I don't know. So, normally I wouldn't be able to KO Rotom with Max Rockfall. It would not do enough damage, because Rotom's pretty bulky. However, thanks to Cherrim's boost, I basically just hit, like, I just took my Colossal's attack from +2 to +4. And that's a huge difference. I have, so, the 1.5 times multiplier, obviously it stacks on top of the 2 times multiplier from Weakness Policy. Happy Flower for me. Oh, so happy and dancy. Let's say they protect Rotom. They should. No, they don't have Protect on it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so this wouldn't have killed otherwise. But thanks to the Cherrim's Flower Gift, yeah, it doesn't survive that. And that's going to be a 4-0, folks. I don't think there's anything they can do to get through this one. Cherrim's going to take the hit, but very gracefully. Yeah, hangs on. And the rocks are still in effect, and yeah, I can just do whatever I want and win the game. And yeah, that's we didn't even really need to show off how strong Cherrim was there, but yeah, Cherrim made this game from like a to a guaranteed. So we're gonna go for Helping Hand and Flare Blitz here and just secure the nice 4-0. This is gonna do a ton of damage. So now with Helping Hand, Colossal's Flare Blitz is 4.5 times stronger than it would be other. Wait, no. It's 2 times for Weakness Policy, it's 1.5 times for Sun, it's 1.5 times for Flower Gift, and then it's 1.5 times for Helping Hand. That's extreme multiplication. Cherrim alone added with Sun Up. Well, I guess not alone. We'll do one more. I was just gonna do 2 because I've been doing more lately, and now I feel like I'm setting the bar too high for myself. But those were quick games, so we'll do another one. Yeah. Whoo-wee! Do you like when I type? At first it bothered me, like when I would hear other people type with like clickety keyboard, but now I like it. So I don't know. We can do some ASMR. Yeah, I think Colossal's one of those Pokemon where like if you don't like have a game plan for it, you can just get rolled like pretty easily. Let's see if anybody is afraid to fight the Colossal. Or let's see if anyone is not afraid to fight this Colossal team. This Colossal menace. Yeah. I know that like I've used Colossal so far, but I really do feel like Cherrim is important. I've like both games I didn't really get the chance to do it. Go Kiki. Let's go Kiki. Achieve your dreams. A Sun team. Ooh, a Sun team. Now that's actually kind of worrying, isn't it? Because my team doesn't have great answers to Sleep. So let's go ahead and do Dragapult Colossal here. I think we're again going to do Cherrim, and this time Conkeldurr, I think. Yeah, Conkeldurr here. This really looks like they want Trick Room up. You know, depending on how badly they want Trick Room up, I actually might not want them. Like, I might not want to set up my speed boost. Although, honestly, it doesn't really matter. And the Weakness Policy is nice. Like, it does matter, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter in the sense that, like, how do I say it? Yeah, my Rhyperior answers are a little limited. The Cherrim helps a lot. So I think this is going to be a game. If they leave with hard Trick Room stuff, I think this is a game where I go for Beast Ball. And, yep. I think this is a game where screens are going to be important. So, on the one hand, this looks kind of bad. I'm not going to lie to you guys. On the other hand, Sleep Powder can miss, right? So, I have a couple choices here. Setting up a light screen doesn't sound like the worst idea to me. I think, realistically, they can... Let's just go for light screen protect here. They set up the sun for me, which is really good. And with Cherrim, I can actually kind of take advantage of the sun that they set and just, like, blow things up with my Colossal. Things that I'm worried about right now are max Earth Power from that Venusaur. That's why, it's part of the reason I protected. I feel like they're going to target the Colossal. It really seems like the more obvious threat here. They don't know that I'm physical either. It doesn't really matter right now, but yeah. They actually switched Torkoal out. That's expected. This should be probably Rhyperior. It's actually Togekiss. That's fine. Let's see what they go for. They do Dynamax, so I was correct in my fear. Actually, you know what I could do here? Alright, let's see how much this does. How much is Earth Power going to do? I assume it's going to be Earth Power here. They didn't go for Sleep Powder. I respect not going for Sleep Powder there. I definitely respect it. Wait a second, I had an idea. I had a big idea. I'm going to protect... I could have Gigantamaxed. I didn't really want to because I didn't want to be wasting my turns just yet. This should be Earth Power. Yeah, they go for Quake. So how much is this going to do? This is 1/4 of the damage it would otherwise do. It does a lot, actually. And they get special defense boosts, but they activate my Weakness Policy, which is a problem, frankly. Bop. So, if I had like Gigantamaxed and Surf there, I probably would have been fine. But I didn't do that. So, now I have options, right? I think realistically my opponent's going to go for... I don't have a good way around the sun, right? So I could switch Colossal out. That's my first option. My second option is to stay in and just try and, like, blow up something. Because I will be able to Oko something here. And I can take a hit if I Dynamax, so I'm actually going to try for that. I'm just going to G-Max Vocalith into the Togekiss. This breaks a Sash on the Venusaur. And thanks to the Light Screen and the Dynamax and the Flower Gift, even though a second ago I was, like, I just increased my special defense by 1.5 times 2 times 1.3, I think. So basically I'm a lot bulkier than I was a second ago. Now, I'm still going to take too much damage from this, don't get me wrong, but I think that's okay because, well, we'll have to wait and see, is basically what I have to say about that. So I have 238 HP going into this turn. But I think Togekiss should follow me here. I don't think it will risk anything else. No, they actually risk it. They probably go for Dazzling Gleam. 238 all the way down to 115. So it's unfortunately it's not going to be a roll in my favor. Let's see if they Air Slash or if they Yawn or if they Dazzling Gleam. Light Screen's helping out a lot right now. I can still win this game with Conkeldurr is the other thing. They actually Nasty Plot. So that was the best case scenario for me. I could have, of course, targeted Venusaur, but realistically it might be Sash. Vocalithe. Take out Togekiss here. Yeah, even though we've used our Gigantamax, we've also spent 2 turns of theirs, and that's valuable, in my opinion. I'm gonna get the rocks off, which is important. So basically, my endgame here is I think that Conkeldurr next to Cherrim should beat all of their Pokemon. That's what I'm aiming for right now. They probably want to go Torkoal, unless their last Pokemon is like Bronzong. Let's see what they go into. Indeedee. Okay, so, I mean, that's good information to have. Indeedee's kind of problematic. Not gonna lie. I think in this situation, I actually am just gonna, even though I obviously could protect here, oh, I can Pollen Puff Indeedee for damage. I'm just gonna double Indeedee here. I'm gonna actually, I'll smack the Venusaur. They go for Helping Hand. Okay, so this might be Max Poison. I really do think the Max card is obvious. No, they go for Max Quake. Okay, so I mean, I respect it. I definitely respect it. We trade in our Dynamaxes here, and in exchange, let's see. It doesn't matter at all. So I'm worried about Venusaur. Am I worried about Venusaur? If Pollen Puff 2 at KOs, which I kind of doubt, personally, but I think there's a chance that Cherrim 2 at KOs with Pollen Puff. And then, if it does, what if it doesn't? That's, I guess, when things get tricky. No, it's not even close, unfortunately. Okay. The rocks... Oh, wait. With the Vocalith. Hold up a second. Wait, I think I see a way to win this. You wait a second. Hang on a second. Wait, I can do something really cool here. I can go Cherrim. I can Protect and Detect. And then I think that we'll put them in a range of... How much is Light Screen left? Light Screen and Sun will end the same turn. 2 turns left of Light Screen, 2 turns left of Sun. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and... I don't have Detect. Okay. I'm going to Pollen Puff and Detect here. This is to make sure I don't get Sleep Powdered. I am a little worried about this. I'm actually really worried about this. Let's see what happens. They go for Sludge Bomb. I mean, it was obvious. I couldn't really do anything about it. The Light Screen and the Flower Gift are helping so much. They don't get a burn. They don't get a poison off. So let's see. Pollen Puff comes out. They're actually not in Vocalith range anyway. They go for Psychic into Conk. Oh, yeah. I agree with that. So this turn, I know what they're going to do, right? I know that they're going to go for Helping Hand and... they're going to go for Helping Hand Sludge Bomb. And I get burned. So, since I know they're going to go for Helping Hand Sludge Bomb, I still think my win condition is the same. Although, if they go for Helping Hand Sludge... Oh, they GC'd. Okay, well, I was going to win that, I think, because they go for Helping Hand Sludge Bomb, and then I go for Ice Punch, and then I win. Like, Ice Punch KOs Venusaur, thanks to the damage from Vocalith, and then I win the game. So, let's do one more. We'll do one more with Cherrim. I have other stuff to do tonight, so maybe that was a mistake, but that's alright. Cool. Yeah, so I think that was a safe win condition, because in order to KO my Cherrim, they have to go for Helping Hand. Then they get rid of Cherrim, I lose my boost, but Ice Punch with Guts KOs Venusaur, and DD dies to the rocks, and then Dragapult and Conkeldurr definitely 100% of the time beat a Torkoal. Especially since I can reset Light Screen. I can Light Screen Detect, and then Dragon Darts, Drain Punch, and then it's over. So I'm proud of how I played that one. I feel like I did really cool stuff. I showed off. That's kind of where Cherrim really shined, right? In a matchup like that. And the special defense boost is significant, you guys saw, right? Like, turn 1, Venusaur did, like, 40% through Protect in the second turn. Like, which means it would OHKO'd in general. And then with all the buffs I gave myself. I mean, it's not a bad matchup, honestly. Yeah, I can just do Dragapult, let's see, Dragapult, Colossal, Cherrim, and then... I had into Trick Room mode for this team, but I don't really feel like I need to use it. So, I'm going to do this, I think. They frankly don't have great answers to... I mean, the one thing is Lapras. I'm not sure if +2... Yeah, I'm really not sure if +2 Colossal will OHKO. Just gonna run that calc. Keep an eye on the time. 55 seconds still. Okay, Lapras. Rock Slide. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. I can OHKO with that. Yeah. So, Lapras Clefairy as well is kind of a problem. On the other hand, how much is Max Hydro Pump doing to me? It's not KOing me either. Oh, that's in Sun. Oh. It's not KOing me in Sun, and I can also set Light Screen up if I want. Like, I think maybe what I do here, depending on, like, if they lead, like, Lapras and Incineroar, for example. Incineroar, Arcanine. I think what I maybe do is slow play it, set up my own screens. Go, like, Light Screen and switch to Conkeldurr, and then maybe, like, Reflect and go from there. And then try and get late game Colossal, because late game Colossal could definitely win this, I think. Colossal really has a positive matchup here, and if I get them out of Dynamax, yeah, I don't know if they can survive. So this should be Lapras, and oh no, pal. Oh no, buddy. That's an unfortunate lead for my opponent. That's actually a terrible lead for my opponent, I think I'm about to roll them. So, I don't see how I don't just win this game. I'm just going to Surf and Max Flare. I want to use Max Flare over Max Quake because the sun being up is really important for Cherrim. Because you know how I said that my Colossal at +2 wouldn't OHKO their Dynamax Lapras? That's true. Don't get me wrong. That is true. It's less true when Cherrim is on the field. If I already have said, I was assuming they would lead Lapras, so I couldn't get the sun up and get my Colossal up in the same turn. If I set the sun up turn 1 and they go into Lapras turn 2, for example, that no longer holds true. And I can switch into Cherrim, get my boost from Flower Gift, and then just OHKO whatever I want. So unless this Dragapult is special and wins the speed tie and against my Dragapult, actually, yeah, if it's special Dragapult with Hydro Pump, they Dynamax their Dragapult. So this is looking, this might be, I might have spoken too soon. It's going to come down to speed ties, potentially. Because if I get max flare up, I will take a hit. And that's all I need. All I need is to take a hit here, right? Yeah, I think I might have made a mistake. Let's see what they go for. The other option is that they might just be going for trying to KO my Dragapult, which is also a threat here. Because if I were to just protect and go for, like, Dragon Move or Ghost Draco Meteor, for example, into their Dragapult, it could be bad for them. But let's see who wins the speed tie. I lost the last speed tie against Dragapult, so I would like to win this one. But unfortunately, because of the Gambler's Fallacy, it's still a 50-50. So, let's see. 190 all the way up to 380. Might lose my Dynamax Pokemon turn 1 here, which would be bad, so I hope that doesn't happen. Maybe a Scarf Toad tomorrow. Oh! I'm going to be honest, that was the worst thing you could have done. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Oh, they might go into Clefairy, though. Ooh. So if I have Colossal versus Dragapult... Oh, I have bad news, guys. Oh my god. Okay, you're about to see something cool, but if they go into Clefairy, you're not about to see something cool, but if they don't go into Clefairy... Wouldn't they bring Togedemaru and Clefairy? Really? Yeah, Colossal's set up, and the sun is on the field, which means that... Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to stop my Colossal at this point. And the other good thing here is that I've delayed my, they probably went Max Guard Nuzzle, by the way. But I've delayed my Vocalith. And the later I delay my Vocalith, the better, because, it does less to Dynamax Pokemon. So if I went, let's say I went for a turn 1, I would have one turn where half of the Vocalith did half damage. But now I have, like, one additional turn. I still have screens at my disposal as well. Although I think I might want to save those for the late game. Wait, this team is actually so heat. I actually really like this team. It's actually sick. This is an amazing team. I think I could keep recording and get to number 1 if I wanted, but I do other stuff I have to do tonight. They go into Conkeldurr. Okay, so I have a couple options here. I could set Reflect. Here's the thing. Their Dragapult is not in range of my Vocalith. So I think what I want to do is go Cherrim here and go for Vocalith, because now what was not... So I could go for the Speed Tie and go for Dragon Darts, right? That's my first option. However, I get it wrong, it could go badly for me. So instead, I think I just like to play it safe. I feel like with the attack and special defense boost and still having the screens option, first of all, I don't even think Conkeldurr can one-shot me. And it definitely can't one-shot me, excuse me, if it detects. So they go for Detect. I get Vocalith off. Keep in mind this is Dynamax Dragapult, and Colossal's base attack is like 100. Actually, I think it's less. They do hang on. They've got some bulk investment, or I low-rolled. Colossal's base 80 attack. That's his base attack. I'm actually in disbelief. Phantasm comes out, does a good chunk of damage, but not enough. I don't think I'm in range of a Mach Punch, unless maybe if they are Flame Orb, I might be. And they die to Life Orb. That's unfortunate. So, the Vocalith is on the... They disconnected. Oh man, that's super funny. I got some rage quits. Yeah, so that was... keep in mind, that was... I know I'm weak just policy boosted, but that's still base 80 attack. Oh my god, the passive damage. I wish I could have played this out, because the passive damage from Vocalith and Burn would have been insane. But yeah, I mean, that's the team. It's honestly... It's actually really good. Let's take a look at where that brought us to. But yeah, I actually think Cherrim is legit on a setup like this. Like, it's not a Pokemon that's going to stand on its own, but if you have the right team around it, I think it can be actually really good. So, yeah. I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to the one person asking me to use Cherrim, and I'll see you next time for the next video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please, please.